Ah. Ah. Welcome, Blue, back to Punch Quest. Day 4, I believe. 4? 4. Some things have changed. Most notably, I have 6 Estus flasks instead of 4. I went around and got some items off stream. Because literally all it was just running around and picking up items. I didn't go anywhere new. I also got these pants. They have a little cape on them. I think they're neat. I like the look without a hood for now. Because it occurred to me that I like a different prisoner hood better. There's one with just the mask instead of like the weird face, like head wrap. So I'll wait to get that one. So basically, I just fought these guys until they dropped their... I can't think of a non-incriminating way to say this. I just fought these guys until they dropped their pants. My fists have also been upgraded to 6 and 6. So our punches are very good. In the old version of Dark Souls 2, when you got here, an NPC would invade your world. But for now, that doesn't happen anymore. This cave is pretty important, honestly. That was close. So, I didn't explain it, but there was a necromancer here that kept resummoning the skeletons every time I would kill them, and also shooting magic at me. I don't remember what this item is. Mostly useless. Ooh. Are you serious? That's good though. So now we'll have 7 instead of 6.
PUNCHQUEST remix.
Yeah, Punch Quest continues in a new and exciting way. So that jar right there is evil. If we get too close to it, it'll curse us, unless we
I
break it.
convinced my parents to watch Avengers Endgame again.
Oh yeah? How'd that go? How did they find it? Excuse me. I'll turn this in later, but for now, I don't want to fight the next... Well, I'll turn it in now. Water good.
Nice broad.
Is that a shard you've to see? However,
I mean, it's just like the default thing that the character wears if they're not wearing a shirt. Like, this is no armor.
I knew you'd be around.
As you can see, both of my
she's
weapons.
a girl now.
Yeah.
Since when?
Since the start of this stream, actually. I'm gonna let you in on a secret really quick. Off stream, I came back here and defeated all of the ogres that were hanging around.
PUNCHQUEST.
Yeah, we got a lady now. She's quite buff. So, what ended up happening was...
Yeah.
I came over here, like, through here,
I support this PUNCHQUEST seed even more.
and then I came down here, and there was an ogre here, another ogre here, and the pursuer spawned from the ground right here. So that was a fun fight. I didn't die though, but it gives me access to this. And that's all this coffin does.
PFF.
So yeah, we're a lady now. Like, I would basically kill for something like that in Monster Hunter, since in this game it doesn't really matter. The differences between all of the, like, the way all the armors look are very minimal. But in Monster Hunter, like, In Monster Hunter, the armors are so different they might as well just be different sets. But yeah, now we're a lady. That might change every once in a while, but, you know, for now. So this is another place where there used to be one of those, like one of the only places in the game where the White Knights hung out. The White Knights from the Hades Tower that are all over the place, that are super annoying to fight. Come on in here. I'm just trying to draw you in so I don't spawn something. Well, he's already here. Hey, the pursuer's back again. Did you miss him? I didn't. So, unfortunately, he despawns if you run away from him, but this situation where you have to fight him here is, like, kind of ridiculous. Like, fight him, and also all of these archers and dogs. Now I think this is... Wait, how is... That had nothing to do with the chest. This should be a sublime bone dust. Nope. Flask shard, even better. You might recognize where we are now. That, however, is not all there is to see on this side of the Lost Bastille. I'm confident about this fight a lot more. Okay, well, now I'm not. Wait, is the dog attacking him? Sucks. I didn't know he could do that. So, I forgot to mention that this state of being is actually when you're cursed. Dying isn't the only way to become like this. You can just get cursed. Just like out in the world. By a number of things. One of them is the pursuer's projectiles that you saw. Another is those jars in the cave I was telling you about, which will show up later too. There are also 2 other sources, but we don't have to worry about them because we have 28 of these. What we do have to worry about is this guy. And that guy. And also this one. I think that's all of them. That's all of them. Okay. So now we get access to this courtyard. So this message is actually a huge lie. You do want to do this. But you definitely want to be careful about it because these guys, like I said, can instantly kill you. But this item is a really good set of armor, including this jacket, which I think looks really nice on ladies because it's got the feather collar and also this hood. But we're not playing with that. Ow. Now you might... So that guy, that ghost, just gave us a little bit of a clue. You can see a crack in the wall here, and also some black barrels, which we've previously discovered can be blown up with explosives, or fire things. Secret door. There he is. Okay, so chest number 1. Bone staff. Chest number 2. Parrying dagger. Chest number 3. Twin blade. That's actually a neat weapon. I'll show it off, but I won't use it. You can imagine what kind of moveset this has. And then this one, they said it's a trap. It's not. Okay. Let's do this. Thankfully, we've already been here, so it's a nice shortcut, but we have no real use for it. Unless, of course, we want to get
Small
at that
cage.
bonfire later, but the merchant, well, I don't know, he might. He's not just a boss soul thing, so. Are there any secret doors in here? Nope. Okay. And this just drops us out to here, where we've already been. So we don't need to go here. No, we can go to the bonfire. Dum-dum. Okay. So, I believe Didney is here, and I believe Blue is here. Which means we can do a boss fight.
Is that a shard? Just
We have two choices for a boss fight.
I am here.
We can either do... let's see, how do I want to word this? We can fight bone, or we can fight sword. Which would you like to see first?
I knew you did. Lonely town.
Let's fight bone. One important thing that I should have mentioned. The necromancers that were reviving these skeletons don't ever respawn, no matter what. So if you kill them, they don't come back. Meaning, once you do that just one time, the skeletons are free to be killed whenever. So these are the skeleton lords. They're just 3 really tough skeletons. Unfortunately, they stagger quite easily. So there's one down. Oh, but wait, what's this? Oh, his death spawned a bunch of skeletons. And they also contribute to the health bar. Thankfully, these guys don't actually do that much damage, and we have a decent amount of healing. We have a decent amount of Estus. So basically what you want to do for this boss is kill all these skeleton ads, and then one of the skeletons, or one of the lords. What you don't want to do is kill all 3 skeleton lords and then just have a room full of skeletons to fight. That one is a pain in the ass, though. The one shooting fire. Is that all of them? Okay, let's take you out next. Oh, missed one. Okay, so this one spawns bone wheel skeletons. So what you want to do is don't even give these ones a second. You want to take them down as quickly as possible, because they have the potential to do a lot of damage really fast. Thankfully, there's only 2 of them. And this lord spawns tougher skeletons, but they still die in 2 hits, so who cares? And that's the skeleton lords. Easy peasy. Beating them gives us access to the next area. I have no idea why there would ever be bloodstains here. I imagine they all just fell off the cliff because they're dumb. Yep, literally every single one of them fell off the cliff for whatever reason. Okay, so this area. I'll go up, skeleton. There's a bonfire over there, which I will get to in a second, but more importantly, there's this lady. We need to talk to her. She's very important.
Are you a traveller? I'm Chloanne, an ore-stone trader. I travel about collecting rare stones, which I sell to make my living. I never planned to visit this God's forsaken place. But I don't know. I just sort of ended up here. I must have just wandered in. But now that I'm here, I've been scouting around for rare bits. Oh, don't look at me like that. Many of these stones are quite useful. For instance, certain stones are used in smithing. Ah, now your ears prick up. I've extras if you can pay. This is my trade, after all.
So at a certain point in the game, she will end up selling every type of upgrade material, but that's not for a while. For now, she only sells regular titanite.
I came here in search of rare stones, but the place is nothing like I was told. All this poison, and you can't get very far inside. Don't just go haplessly wandering about. These stones may look all the same, but to the trained eye, each is unique. Some of them are used to smith weapons and armor, and some unique stones provide special benefits. Some of them are extremely rare and should be used with great thrift. None of the differences are easily spotted, but I've learned quite a lot, really. Drang Lake. How is it that I ended up here? It's funny. I can't seem to remember. I've searched every nook and cranny here. I suppose it's time to move on. Perhaps we'll meet again, if we live that long. I've searched every nook and cranny. Oi! Mind your manners.
Hush. So, now that I've got all her dialogue, she will move over to Majula. Which is good, since that's where we're going. There she is.
Oh, fancy meeting you here. Speak up if you need anything at all, all right? These stones may look... Some of them, none of the...
Okay.
No interest.
So, it'll take a bit, but eventually she will sell
Bearer of the...
more useful items. Do I have another one? No, I don't. So, adaptability up to 20. We're 5 levels away from that. And then strength will go to 40. Dex will go to 30. These will go to 30. And then this will go to 40. And then these will go to 40. And then our build will be done.
I knew you.
Okay, I need to check how much I need for a certain something. What's your name?
Oh, hello.
You're Moglin.
Walking
Moglin,
around at the speed of sound.
basically. Moglin, the armorer. How much do I need to spend with you to get... After spending 1,000 souls... Okay. And then 16,000. So let's buy this. Get his dialogue.
By the gods, why the hell am I here? Thanks very much.
Then we'll leave. Sit at the bonfire. And I believe that will reload him. Oh, speaking of blue. There used to be a glitch with the binoculars where you could run at triple speed if you looked into the binoculars while you were rolling, and then while you were recovering from your roll, if you looked away from the binoculars, you'd come out at like triple speed for a couple seconds.
Oh, I was hoping that you would come. I've stocked some new things, and I thought that you might be interested.
My stream crashed.
Oh,
They've
good.
been selling rather well, and I may step up operations soon. I'm surprising even myself, to be honest.
It's always fun when that happens, huh? So now he sells the Elite
Damn, I
Knight
would
set.
like to see that.
Yeah, I think they patched out that glitch. I don't think it works anymore. But you can look up the Dark Souls 2 binocular run glitch. It was a big thing in speedruns for a while. It probably still is. You can just play unpatched versions if you don't want to use online, which speedrunners wouldn't. So now I need to spend 1,600 with him in order to get the next tier of armor.
Did I mention before that, well, I'm not from these parts,
Which is the armor
I
set
was
we're
on a
going to use
journey
for the rest of the game.
and somehow ended up here. The desolation here was disenchanting at first, but over time, things started to turn my way. Yeah, I've got a good few regulars now. They're all strangely desperate and quite willing to pay a premium. Sadly, some of them never come back, but I try not to think about it. Have you seen that warrior lugging that giant blue sword about? I'm no expert, but that appears to be a fine specimen. The monstrous thing has a peculiar design, quite unlike anything found in Volgan. If you should speak to him, would you ask him if he won't sell it? I'd have to take another look, but I'm confident I could offer quite a price. I considered returning to my homeland, but I've decided to stay a while longer. I've started to turn a handsome profit now, and I can't bear to give it up. I considered returning. Always open for business.
So, what I don't get about the Souls series is that the currency seems to be souls.
I'm having Avengers nostalgia now, rip.
Yeah, you said you ended up watching again. How'd you find it?
You've been long away. Well,
I've been away from like 10 minutes.
no interest.
That girl's crazy. So I'm just going to see how much this gives me. It's probably not going to be enough. Like, yeah, this needs to give me...
I still cry.
Yeah, that didn't give me enough. But that's fine. What can we do about that? we can go here. Yeah, Endgame's a pretty good movie. It's pretty emotional. I'm excited to see Spider-Man, to see where they go after this. A lot of reviewers saying it takes what Endgame set up and does it pretty well. So I need 16,000 to get the next set of the next tier of his stock. Oh, you're a dirtbag, huh?
Same. I might watch it next week or tomorrow.
Wait, watch what? You talking about Spider-Man? I didn't think it was out yet.
Never mind, I'm confusing myself.
That's okay. It's not enough. This guy will give us enough souls to buy the next tier of armor. Okay. So we need to find a way to spend 16,000 souls even. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, Spider-Man comes out next Tuesday. That's a weird day for a movie to come out. You'd figured they would want it to come out on like a Friday. Okay.
I'm glad to see you.
So even though we're not going to use it, let's buy the Elite Knight set. And that puts us... We need to spend 4,000 more, at least. None of this is really useful. So let's buy 2 of these. One of these. And this. Okay.
I considered return. Thanks very much. Do come again.
Okay. So now that we spent all that money, he will start giving out the best armors. Well, he'll start selling the best armors once we, what's the word? Meet the parameters to have unlocked them. I know what they are, but I'm not going to tell you.
Sorry, have we met? Oh, sorry. It's just I've been awfully busy lately. Care to look over my wares? Please, be my guest. I upgraded my stock recently. although it may be a bit out of your reach.
So yeah, now that he's making money, he's a little too overconfident, but you do you. So he added the Alva set, but that's not what we're looking for. We'll come back later. Okay. Let's go fight another boss. Hopefully. The boss itself isn't the hardest part about this area. The hardest part is getting to the boss. Well, the hardest part is getting to the boss with any, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Supplies. Like, yeah, you can get to the boss, but you might be out of Estus by then. PUNCHQUEST is currently going very well, if I were to say so myself. So there's Lucatiel again. It's kind of risky to summon her right now. So what we're going to do is attempt to clean out the area leading up to the boss, and then go summon her. This, oh shit, the Flexile Sentry's here. Used to be a different enemy here. Yeah. He's a lot tougher since we have, great. Since we have this water restricting our movement, and he won't come up here. But I think if we kill him, he won't respawn. We do have to be very careful about running too far, otherwise we trigger these guys to explode.
Is it possible to do a full crossbow run?
It is. You just have to worry about ammo and such. There's a very good crossbow called the Avalon, which shoots 3 bolts in a row. Also, welcome back, Disney. How is the food you've procured?
Welcome back.
I like that text-to-speech automatically translates WB to welcome back and not Warner Brothers. That's good.
Ben is about to die.
No, I'm not. How dare you?
It's good. Warner Brothers.
Okay. So that's 2,700. Okay. So here's a secret not a lot of people knew about. The Northern Ritual Band. Yeah, you can come out here, but there is a floor here, and the water texture isn't, like, clear enough to actually show you where the edge is, so be careful. I think there's a Haydenite somewhere in here. Yeah, there he is. I don't remember what that item is. There is not. Oh, yeah. So this is a guy who's only using shields. That's another, like, actually viable run you can do. You can dual wield shields. Don't go up, skeleton. I didn't see what I picked up other than the Pharaoh's Lockstone. Was it a soul? It was probably a soul. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we can open these doors. Oh, we can. Good. That makes this a lot easier. Is this a flame butterfly? No. Okay, I have 7. So, in the previous version of Dark Souls 2, which was just the vanilla version, you had to fight a different boss in order to get the Bastille key. And the other boss was 8 gargoyles. And that boss sucked. And it still sucks, honestly. Okay, so now that we've cleared out all of the enemies, opened all the paths, and turned on all the lights, and opened the door, now we can go summon Lucatiel. So she won't take damage before the boss fight. Do I have the monastery charm, and I have... Is this Rouge or Rogue water? I think it's Rouge. How much does this restore?
So why did you change your character?
Oh, just for fun. I can change it back whenever I want. Like, there's no special reason. Just kind of did it. Yeah, I jumped in the boat coffin.
Let him change it.
Huh. The reflection of the water is different from what's going on here.
Oh no, I'm not against it.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, I knew you weren't. I was just... I wanted a... Like
That sounded way too mean.
I wanted
XD.
a funny joke for the start of the stream. I was like,
I'm sorry.
hey, so some things have changed. I got a couple Estus flasks and some new pants, and that's about it. But yeah. Okay, so this is one of the 4 early game special bosses that we need to get to the castle later in the game. It's one of the primal bosses, so it's fairly tough. Hopefully I can do it in 5 Estus flasks.
It took me a while to realize, to be honest.
Swing so hard, they turn off the fires in the room.
Oh well, that's spooky.
Yeah. So if you didn't have that key and lit all those fires, this arena would be totally dark. Lucatil, do you want to help? I mean, if she just wants to stand there and take aggro, that's fine with me.
Tomorrow Shadowbringers is released.
Yeah. I've been seeing a bunch of people get really hyped for it. I hope, whether or not you stream it, you have a good time with it. Lucatil, could you please heal? Or at the very least, swing more.
I think I can. I just have to convince my mom since my dad is gonna be out. What a helper partner.
Oh, thank God. Okay, Lucatil survived the boss fight.
NPCs are pretty bad.
But yeah, there's 40k souls right there. It's pretty good. You might have also noticed that the Lost Sinner started limping near the end of the boss fight when she, surprisingly enough, was low on health. That's a nice touch. There also used to be a chest here, but it's gone now. So this is one of these special bonfires that you have to light to get to the castle.
Oh, so she's that one girl in Resident Evil 1.
That one girl in Resident Evil 1. Rebecca? Oh! No, you mean...
Laugh.
God, what's her name? Lisa? I think that's Lisa Trevor you're talking about.
Mother.
Yeah, Lisa Trevor. Yeah, that's probably exactly where her inspiration came from now that I think about it. Good catch. So usually, I would spend my 40k on souls, but since we just beat a boss...
You need armor?
Mr. Overconfident here will now sell her armor.
I'm honestly confused between Resident Evil 1 and Code Veronica.
Thanks for the purchase.
I really dig this look. I think it goes well with the tattered waistcloth here. I think it's a nice touch.
More clothes. Heck yeah.
There's
You
an
have acquired the soul of an old one.
important dialogue.
That is more than most undead can say.
Did we get a new one? Or am I just... No. Adaptability up to 620. We're a little off, but whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there are 2 other possibilities for chest armor that I want to look at, but I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm going to be rocking for the rest of the playthrough. I know for a fact there are gloves later in the game that I like better. These are my favorite leggings in the game, and I don't know what I want to do for head armor. But if I can get it, there's something that looks really, really similar to a Predator mask. So, yeah, Punch Girl, Predator, PUNCHQUEST. That'd be fun. But that's a really, really rare drop. The other thing I wanted to explain about the Lost Sinner. In New Game Plus, all of the big 4 bosses drop different souls on top of dropping the souls they already do.
My stream crashed again.
Oh, that's fun. It's always nice when that happens, right? The big 4 will drop souls from the Dark Souls 1 bosses. The Lost Sinner will drop the Soul of Quelaag, which gives one of the best katanas in the game, called the Chaos Blade. In exchange for really high damage, every time you hit someone with it, you lose a little bit of HP. Sorry. But again, it's not a fist weapon, so it won't matter. Okay. Next order of business. Let's go here. To get the other chest armor that I like. But I'm not sure if I like it on ladies. I haven't seen it recently. That is a person with a knife and a stick. We're good. So you might remember me saying that that bridge up there led to another boss that was pretty tough for when we first could have done it. I'm a little more confident in my character's abilities now. In Lady Punch Quest. But we'll have to see. Oh, I just remembered what's guarding it. Punch you in the buns. Also, I should mention, the area we're playing in now, the Huntsman's Copse, was the area that Bandai Namco let you play in during the Dark Souls 2 networked beta test before the game came out. And it was buggy as shit. It was barely playable. Range battle? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm a punch quest. Luckily enough, these guys get stunned by every single punch I do because the stone ring is broken. I need to remember that the single punch does a step forward. Okay, I see how it is. So, Blue, do you have, like, do you have the necessary stuff to actually stream?
That's me.
Can you come up here so I'm not going to be ambushed by you? Thank you.
Again. Sorry, my mom was talking.
Will you actually, like, do you have the stuff that you need to actually stream? Like, I know it's different on PC. You can't just, like, press a button and do it like you can on the PS4. Also, I have to fight this guy. He has a great sword and a shield and tons of poise. And I don't know if I can beat him.
I have it on PS4.
Oh! I didn't know that. That's good.
I just know how to talk in it.
Okay. Okay. So I think that's a fire seed and I don't need to bother with it. But this guy... This guy is going to be a problem.
But yeah, I can also stream in PC. But I don't have the game on PC.
I gotcha. Jesus Christ. I hate this. I want to point out how cool of a jump that was. Come get me. Come get me. Come get me.
Come get me. I know you wanna. Come get me. I mean, I'm not gonna feel bad about this if it's working.
Kill him with rocks.
Rocks? I don't think I have any rocks. I have magic. But he wants to be a little baby. He doesn't want to come over here and fight me. Ignore the fact that I'm trying to zone him out with knives. Can you please come over here so I can throw things at you?
Whatever works, to be honest.
Yeah, I really don't want to die. So. Can you come over here? Can you come over here, my dude?
Get away from the window.
Oh, good. That's where I was aiming. Okay, fuck off, I guess. Okay, well, there's no way I'm beating this boss fight in 2 Estus, so... Back we go! So, the good thing about the invaders is that once you kill them, they don't respawn.
Sad.
So we can just sit right back down. And not even have to worry about it. That guy is gone for good. We can just run back to the boss. And there's not really anything anybody can do to stop me. Remember, kids, don't do what I'm doing right now. I'm just being impatient because I'm on stream. Don't try to run to a boss when there are enemies chasing you. Don't do it. This is a bad idea, what I'm doing right now.
Okay, I'll do it.
Didn't he know? Oh, fuck.
Oh hey, it's like the one post I made on Tumblr, LOL. Laugh.
I might have just fucked myself.
You've made it come true, then.
Shit.
Then you absolute fool.
I mean, a bunch of them are dying. And I do believe they all fell off the cliff there, so... Like, I'll take 2 Estus flasks for that. I made it. Like, look at how big and strong and cool I am.
Ghost buddy.
Yeah, he doesn't want to chase me anymore. So yeah, it looks like the rest of them died and gave up.
And they aren't dead.
Shh. It's fine.
I totally nailed it.
Look, they're not chasing me anymore. I did it. First try. Okay. Let's put some of these.
Laugh.
Oh, let's also take this off. I don't need this for this.
Lies and slander, I say.
I'm not slandering nobody. Don't be spreading no rumors.
Dead. Oh knows it's Majora's Mask all over again.
So this is the boss fight where they reuse
Oh boy.
the necromancer mechanic, and they give you skeletons that can't die unless you kill the thing that's resummoning them. Thankfully there's only 2, but they're still a pain. Okay, so now the smartest thing to do before I
So
start...
do you kill Horse Buggy?
I'll show you. There's 2 ways to do it. One of them takes much longer. So one of the ways is you can stand right here and shoot arrows at him until he dies, but the other more fun way
Damn, I wish you could mount it.
that would be neat. I was really hoping you would do like an attack. Okay, this is a problem now. You might have noticed that this is a 2-headed skeleton horse. That's neat. That was an attack, apparently. Alright, good fight.
Yeah.
Also, here's the guy that was riding them.
He's pretty cool.
This was one of the 2 fightable bosses in the network test that I mentioned earlier. And he had
My horse, I miss you.
he had a different theme song that they ended up using for a different boss. But again, this was an optional boss that we didn't have to do. But I wanted to do it because it gets me a cool chess piece.
What is it? Oh, you trot along now. This place won't be any fun.
God damn it, I forgot. I can't do it yet.
Well, he's small.
So I forgot, you can't actually get this chess piece until you invade and kill somebody, or you acquire the item you need, the item you get from invading and killing somebody, which we don't have yet. But luckily for us, there is one in the world that you can find.
What? Rude.
Okay. Let's go home. And does anybody remember that Elite Knight armor set we bought earlier? Well, it is going to come to use here in a minute. Boom, boom. Okay. Let's get this up to 40 next. Melissa J, I believe is the name. Thanks for the follow. I hope you enjoy Punch Quest and my streams in general. Did I just level up? Yeah, I just did. Work the dirt. Okay.
Thanks for the follow.
So I've been avoiding this area pretty deliberately because we couldn't really go here until we beat the Lost Sinner. Which, you know, we've done. We're literally wearing her armor. But here's this man.
Have you business with me?
He's got a
The way
cool
under
voice.
is all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above. Who thought it a good idea to put it there? Oof, I'm in quite the pickle now. See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real-life person was turned to stone, do you? See that statue? Hey.
Sure are a lot of bloodstains in and around this area. You coming out or do I have to come in? Oh, that's a shame.
What a cough. That's a heck of a couch. Cough.
Yeah, she needs some water or something. I really wish they could have subtitled it as anything other than cough. But, you know.
A moment, please.
Yeah, you doing alright?
I'm fine. I think... No. I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh. You're that traveler. I still haven't thanked you.
Yes, you did.
Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy. So perhaps you could consider this my thanks. I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful.
What is that sound
wearing
of...
these rags?
It's the Predator.
I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life. But just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything, whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
Hey, remember that Elite Knight set we bought earlier that I'm never going to use? Enjoy. What do you have? Nothing. Great.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy for this gift. After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula. I'm not sure where I might find the Lord. But perhaps Majula is my best chance.
Okay.
I think her voice actor Vice Fiora. From Xenoblade Chronicles.
Stupid basilisk. Everybody stay out of my room. Booyah. Estus Shard.
If you closer the door, can they not attack you?
Oh, they can still break the door. See? So this guy has an anvil on a stick. Ooh, large shard. Nice. I mean, it would be nice if we didn't need those anymore. We exclusively need chunks.
He tried.
Okay. So this always makes me giggle. I'll never know why. Check out this bit of geometry just sticking out of the wall for some reason. It's quite something. Like, it's clearly not the same material as the wall. What is it here for? Oh well.
To pinch your eye.
Oh, that's true. Are all of these message ahead messages? Amazing. Okay, hold on. Visions of... message. Whoops. If I remember correctly, these types of enemies can drop a very wide variety of items. And they're seemingly random. Pharaoh's Lockstone, that's very good. Like this one dropped a life gem. Usually I would just run past these guys, since there's a bonfire literally right here. But... okay. Are you here yet? No, you're not. That's a shame. Oh, no, you're not here in this version. You're later. That's right. Okay. So let's get to the next bonfire, and then we'll head back to Majula, which is, of course, over this way. So if you thought that other guy had a cool voice, whew.
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be. What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vengal, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. 'Tis rare to flap these gums. This is pleasant. Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. Or so I thought. I came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really. Now I watch the days go by and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed from war. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance. But I want to warn you of
He
something.
sounds like the horse guy in
My
Bloodburn.
I see visions, my body, headless, raging without me. My body wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing, stay far away.
He kind of does.
I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation. If I can help you, if you require something, do speak up. I cannot lie. Sometimes I wonder what's become of the kingdom. I was a hired hand, yes, but we soldiers stared death in the eye together. And for His Highness, I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best. We knew not what we fought for. I was born in Feroza, to land in the distant east. When I was born, we were already mired in prolonged conflict with our neighbours. Eventually, our kingdom fell, and our people scattered. I've been a sellsword ever since. All I ever knew was war, and I can imagine no other way to live. What a fool I was.
Ludwig is the horse guy's name.
I'm grateful for these peaceful days. But such contentment lies only in the here and now. Why must life be so confounding? Thank you for lending an ear to my ramblings. Here, take these. I've no use for them. Go along and resume your journey.
So he also sells Guts' greatsword. Along with some pretty good weapons later if you kill his body. But that won't happen for a little bit.
I will retire to my silence.
So in case you were confused about what we were talking to, we were talking to this head here. And I dig this helmet. I think it's awesome. I'm going to wear it for a little bit. Honestly, I kind of forgot about this helmet. But now that I'm remembering it, it is one of my favorites. So there's a whole zone here, but it kind of sucks, so I'm just going to skip it. So really quick, do you guys want to see a bad mechanic that everybody is glad never returned after this game?
Okay.
Haha, oh, the player ghost is an actual enemy ghost that you can't lock onto and just have to fight normally without locking on.
Bullshit.
That's fun. Isn't that just so much fun? Isn't that such a good mechanic that all these people died to? Okay. Let's go back to Majula and buy... let's buy a ring from a cat. Just need to make sure I have enough.
Oh. Who are you again?
No, I'm not serious.
You do have a rather pleasant scent. The type I'm quite fond of. Satisfied? I'll be around if you ever come back.
Also, since I looked it up,
I'm gonna drop in 5 cause I'm very sleepy.
okay. Yeah, there's only like 15 minutes left of the stream time anyway, so. Yeah.
Is that
I looked it up. None of the boss souls give me anything I need. They don't drop rings or anything, so we can just spend them all. Okay. Blue, let's see if I can show you... let's see if I can show you this thing before you fall asleep. Because it's pretty neat. We don't have time to do a boss fight, but there is one just like right there. We're not going to fight you because you're a pain.
Oh.
So you might have noticed I just bought a ring from a cat, as I said I would. But what does that ring do? Well, maybe if I were to equip the ring. Okay, you're a dick. Don't retreat back and... Come on, come over here and fight me. Okay, so here's a friend.
What a jerk.
But can't really talk to him. Ah, that sucks. Well, I guess we'll just have to give up. Oh wait, I just bought this ring that lets me hear the voice of foes.
Human, are we? This is no place
Sad.
for you. Be gone. Are you not afraid of me? Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when
Well
they see
then.
me. Or make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely soul.
I forgot to turn in that shard, didn't I?
Eventually, his solitude
Whoops.
eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were born, or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed. Once, I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me. And we have been locked in combat ever since.
Can you guess what the next boss is?
We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return. The past is a distant fog.
A
My name
frog?
was Targ.
LOL.
That is all that I remember.
The frog boss is a little later.
The past is
Okay, Tark. Well, for now, we'll see you a little later. You know, a little later. But for now, thanks for watching. That's not what I meant to do at all.
A kind fellow.
I meant to do this. Thanks for
Thanks
watching.
for streaming.
I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.